Video's on.
Is it on? Is it recording?
Yes, it's recording.
Yeah. Quarantine 101. So, this is always strange. What are you doing?
Don't ask me what I'm doing. Just speak.
Oh.
I'm the camera person.
Anyways, you're always saying people must not hold the camera like that.
Who's saying that?
You said that on the last video. So,
Me?
no, it must be.
No.
Be
That was because.
the other way around.
No, that was because there was a lot of space above your head.
Oh.
That's what you always have to try and minimize. So, this is fine.
Okay, cool. I'm saying some guy with like a beard that's better than mine. So I'm just stuffing him there.
No, like, isn't that a mask?
No.
That's a beard?
That's a beard. His beard is beautiful.
Can I get off? I think I just found my husband.
Hey, his beard is nice. His beard is nice.
Yeah, it's a nice beard.
But look at him, man. It looks like he doesn't have a mask on. It's quarantine. So which gets me into the conversation that I want to have with you, right? He doesn't look like he's got much going on for himself. Like he's just got a beard.
Oh wow, personal much?
Yeah, I mean, just for the purpose.
Let's go ask him what he's got going on.
Probably tell you his D, his vitamin D.
Oh wow,
is going on.
He's a hustler. He's probably
wow.
selling that car he's living
wow.
against.
I say to you vitamin D and you go hustler. Wow.
Oh my god.
You just had to land on that one. We're doing it differently this time. Driving around, checking out people. If only I could show you the stunts. I need more cameras so I could show you stunts that people are doing and show you the speeds that people are doing. But let's not even dwell on that.
This guy is on the job, ne?
Let's not even dwell on that one. Like we abusing people here. There's trucks all over the place, but let's not dwell on that one. So you get this dude, right? Who's got the beard and is all nice and
nice beard.
He's trying, and let's take his qualified. Nah? Would you be patient enough to build him if you're dating him? Before I tell the story. Would you be patient enough? Whether he has a beard or not, like he doesn't have much going on for himself.
He has to have a beard.
Right? Okay, he's got a beard.
He doesn't. Let's say he doesn't have much going on, right?
Yes.
But is he willing to have something going on?
Yeah, sure.
Then it's fine. Then I can date him.
Okay, you date him, and then he decides, you know what? I now got all these things that I need. So you met him without a driver's license. You met him while he was trying to go through his qualifications.
Yeah.
Finally gets his qualifications, and then this nigga decides, no, you ain't it. I'ma leave you. You are not it. I am now going to find greener precious. Yes, going to look for greener precious.
Pastures.
I know, but again, we're talking about a woman, you know what I mean? So he's looking for greener precious. It's like me and you. We was here. We are no longer here. We was together. We are now going.
Obviously, that's gonna hit hard.
It is.
Right?
It is.
But I feel like as people, we grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I met him at that time, fine, we grew together from that point. But then we probably got to a point where we were now growing at different directions. You know what I mean? So now he wants to go precious, and now I want to go beardless. You know? Yeah,
fine. Forget you going beardless and whatnot. This guy says you still want him. Like, I built you. I made you. You are my bae.
I didn't build him.
You contributed to him getting that license.
Then he can just pay me my money back and I'll be on my way.
But that was not the agreement.
Then I'm just going to be on my way. Then I'm going to cry about it and then move on. I don't know.
So would you be brave enough to jump onto another one?
Jump on another one? Like do the same thing?
Like be in a relationship. Because it wasn't about building him. You met somebody, he was cool. The building part happened because that's where he was at.
If another relationship comes along, then it's fine. Then I'm going to be in another relationship.
You can't really say, I'm not going to contribute towards this one the same way I did. You are going to
No,
contribute.
because he's probably not going to need the same things that one needed.
Yes.
And now it's a thing of, what did he also help me with? Other things, did he help me to grow as a person? Whether it was emotionally or financially, did he also contribute to me becoming the person that I am?
It's funny you should say that before I like drive the point across of why I am talking about building a pay. That's what we're talking about, building a pay. Because most women are like, no, I'm tired of building men that leave me. Well, you never know if it's gonna leave you, right?
Exactly. From the beginning, you don't know. You're thinking this is forever.
Exactly.
Which is also another
So
stupid thing.
here's something that you said. He probably contributed also. Not probably. He did.
Yeah,
contribute.
he did to the person that I am now.
Because even if he contributed negatively at the end of the relationship, where he was like, no, you know what? I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm better than you now. Me is no longer together with you. Even if that becomes your lesson, it teaches you that that's how life works.
Exactly.
You know, even if he was horrible to you and you left him after building him, it just teaches you that the kind of person you don't want.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you want the kind of person that's more compassionate, that's more engaged.
But then you can't say he's not compassionate just because he fell out of love with you. I mean, that's something that happens.
Absolutely.
You fall in love only to fall out of it.
Yeah,
and even people that stay in relationships, sometimes they fall out of love and they remain in those relationships, and then they find the love again miraculously.
Yeah, true.
So you can't say a person is not compassionate because they just woke up one day and didn't have feelings for you anymore. Like,
they're just not compassionate about you.
Exactly. They don't want you anymore. Not that they don't want to date anymore. They don't want you.
To date you.
Exactly. So you go and find another bear that's been built for you.
You know, like you really just jump on that one. But before we even get to find a bear that is built for you, let me tell the story, right? Once upon a time, there's a guy, and this guy is like a street vendor, but he doesn't speak vendor.
Oh well.
Right? Not like a street vendor because it's from vendor also, but like he sells his herbal life things, you know, nice things like veggies and things like that, right? Girl goes and buys there, and she's like in high school, but at home they're struggling. Girl loses daddy, loses parents, wada. Guy decides, I'm gonna love this girl all the way. Girl goes to varsity because girl did very good, you know. She passed well, and girl decides, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. What happens is the guy decides he's going to vandalize his elevations and then go into the next level where he's like a truck driver, code 14, does the things, takes the girl to varsity, does everything for this girl because uyamthanda. Yeah. And now, yeah. So uyamthanda girl, humanati, and then girl gets qualified. And that's where the problems begin. That's where the problems begin. Should have went, but I should have went because I'm in the middle of nowhere and I'm driving, and yeah, there's taxis everywhere, you know. I can just imagine, because that's what the guy was feeling like. I'm doing this for my baby. There's taxis, there's whatever, there's trucks. I don't care. I'ma do this thing. Alright, goes to varsity, girl passes well, becomes a doctor, still dating the guy, and then one day, girl decides, you know what? You're not it. Yes, thank you for building me, but you're not it. As a matter of fact, you don't even know how to speak English. You don't got me. You don't call me boo. You don't call me bae.
You don't call me baby girl.
You don't call me baby girl.
Baby girl, I got you.
Like,
yeah.
like you don't call me baby girl, you know. And then guy decides it's okay. You know, I'm hurt. It's okay. What would you do as the guy? Because now you are who you are, however you are, because of my guy's contribution. But now he's not good enough anymore. So that's where it gets.
But that's sad though. That's where
it gets tricky, but it's sad. That's where it gets tricky. That's the kind of bae I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Personal story. Mommy Dearest was supported by Daddy in tertiary.
Just the phone is like it's fine.
Yeah, well, just getting distracted. Supported by Daddy, and they stayed together. They stayed together, and it was nice, and they're still together. Blah blah blah. You know. But had Mommy decided to leave, you know, would that be wrong? Would that be wrong? So Mr. Voice seems to think that, you know what?
I feel like, yeah, you decide as a person how much you are going to let the other person into your life.
Yeah.
And you know what comes with that. Like, you know that after this person puts you through school, when you break up with them, you're literally breaking that person.
Yeah.
So these are decisions that you have to make earlier on. Like when a person says to you, I see that you have good results and I want to take you to school. Think about, am I going to be able to love this person forever? Because that's what they're banking on.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a person that actually contributes to your life in that magnitude.
Like Jesus Christ, like turning the water into wine just to give you to drink. No.
Exactly.
No. If he's turning the water
That
into wine, he
magnitude,
wants to
it's like-
drink it too.
Bruh. So that guy sees a future.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And him putting you through school, he did not anticipate, Uti, you know what, you're gonna leave him.
Yeah.
So
if he was the one who left her, yeah,
So
it would have been
a different story, right?
Yeah.
Because you live in her, but then you have built her to be independent.
Yeah.
Now you think you're better after you've been built as a bae.
Because this guy had probably banked on that girl becoming sort of like the breadwinner of the house as he betters himself. You don't know what he was thinking about. He probably wanted to better himself as well.
But even if
so he thought,
even if it doesn't, it's just a matter of I've been here for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been here for you because I love you, I want you, and I'm going to take care of you. And then it's a situation of you're not good enough. So what I want to say, just to sum it up, I just want to say that the concept of building a bae does not really exist. It doesn't make sense. Because you're building each other, whether negatively or positively.
Yeah.
You are just building each other, and that's what it is. And if somebody decides to disappoint you after you building them, you just pack your bags and you pack your pride and you hope for the best that you are going to find your own person. Right? This is no longer me talking now. This is the fire that's burning inside of me that's contributing to building other people. That's what's burning inside of me. So what you do is you now decide to contribute basically into the dating industry.
Yeah.
I have hurt people and people have hurt me too. You've been hurt and you've hurt others too. The people you've hurt, where are they supposed to go?
Yeah.
And the people I've hurt, where are they supposed to go? And where am I supposed to go? Because we're supposed to be with each other somehow. So if you contribute and I contribute, positively, negatively, however, you must just know that you did not build a bae for yourself, but you contributed towards somebody, and they are going to be a bae wherever they are going that is designed to fit into somebody's life the same way you are going to meet your own person. It might be after 6, 7 people, but that's how it is at the end of the day. It might be 8, 9, 10 people, but it's gonna happen for you because whoever it is that you decided to date and disappointed you is moving on to somebody else. And whatever it is that you taught them, unfortunately, it's what they already know. And they are taking it wherever they are going. So pat yourself on the back and say, I am a great bae builder. You know? Because that's what it is. This industry of dating requires you and me. Because if I stop dating because I've been hurt, probably somebody's missing out on a great guy. And if you stop dating because of whatever reasons, somebody's
then
missing
what
out
happens
on
to your
you.
soulmate?
You know?
You know? What's going to happen to your soulmate? Now you've given up on love. You've given up on life. What about your soulmate?
You know? And we are destined to find our soulmates.
Imagine.
You must just go out there and understand that whoever you are getting comes from somewhere. Whoever you are getting comes from somewhere, and they have been educated, they've been disappointed, they've been inspired, all these things that we see on Date My Family shows type of thing, all those ambitions, and you must have your own car, your own house. Probably somebody somewhere was like, hey, wake
up. Are you
up.
guys gift? You must be guy with the gift.
Are you guys gift? Are you guys driver pay? Eh? Are you sending flour? Not for the baking. Not for baking. Are you sending flour? But the whole point of the matter is, there is nothing like I'm building for someone else.
Essentially, it's like if you expect to find a person that's already at the level that you want them in, why are you not willing to put another person at that level?
Oh, yeah. Good point. That's why I'm saying contribution.
Yeah.
But I like the way you summed it up. If you want a certain person, who's supposed to contribute to that person? Because nobody's born like, yo, I'm the guy.
These are the builders. These are the pet builders.
Exactly.
This side. And this.
Nobody's born a builder. Nobody's born Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder.
So one last thing before I go. Contribute, man. If you're one of those people that believe in spirits.
If you love God.
If you love God.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy who builds a ship?
Noah
did not build that ship alone.
No,
you know what I mean?
No. And he was building for things that did not even know how to build.
Exactly.
Building for animals. Imagine trying to push an elephant. Because some of us deal with that. We push elephants into a certain space that they're not comfortable in.
Exactly.
And when you find them in that space, you're not even asking, how the hell did you get into the space? Whether you just hear pinche, hey, I got an elephant, a pet as an elephant. I built that. So if you are a lover of God and all that nice things about Jesus Christ, build that temple, because this is the temple, right? So when you look at another person, it's a temple. So building up the temple, that's where it comes from. Building up the temple of the Lord. Girls, come and help us. Not just girls.
Boys, come and help us.
Building up the temple of the Lord. So let's all build each other. Yes, you're building to have what you have in hope that it will never disappear. But in case it does,
nothing is
listen
forever.
to this. Don't despair. Of the rhymes.
Only diamonds are forever.
Yeah, man. So just contribute. That's my 2 cents on building a bear. The concept is fraud as it is, where people think I will never build another person. Even if somebody hurts you and contributes negatively towards you, they have built you. Because if you rise and you say, I never want to be naive again, I never want to be a person that doesn't trust again, or a person that is now going to be more involved, it's because you were in that space where there was no allowance of being involved. And now this person has shown you that you can be, or they've shown you what you don't want to be. And it's up to you. At the end of the day, there's self-development, and there's people that contribute as influencers, not the ones on Instagram, as influencers to influence you to think of a certain way. So keep on contributing and never give up. If you still want to date, you're just gonna have to take the risk. You're just gonna have to take this risk. And on that note, Let's keep building up the tempo, building up the tempo, building up the tempo. Yeah!